Hi guys, hope you're doing well. I am going to be talking about Jake and Rebecca's inner circle just to clear out who is who in this. Okay, Jake Haro's mother's name is Rachel Cosentino. This is the woman seen with a paper bag with flyers in it the day after baby Emmanuel had disappeared. She is seen on the TikTok video holding the flyers. Jake had a brother named Hector, and he passed away on May 6th of 2021 due to suspicious circumstances, and he also passed away in the Cabazon home where Jake and Rebecca were living in. Jake also has a sister named Sylvia. Sylvia now has a deleted video of her defending Jake and Rebecca. It is also said that she lives in the brown home on the property where Jake and Rebecca was living, and according to this website, she has her address listed as that home. Jake's first wife's name is Isabel, and they have one child together. This is the child they went to the football game for. This is the child that Rebecca and baby Emmanuel went to go get a mouthguard for. And by the way, Isabel filed a protection order against Jake because that day Isabel had said that she did not see baby Emmanuel, so she filed a protection order against Jake for her and her son. Jake's second wife is Vanessa. They had 2 children together, a son and a daughter. The son was born with FAS, and if you don't know what that is fetal alcohol syndrome. This is when you drink heavily during pregnancy. The daughter's name is Promise, and she was abused at 10 weeks old. They are now adopted by Vanessa's cousin, and Vanessa and Jake were charged with willful child cruelty, and they were given 48 months probation. There was also a rumor claiming that Jake had a fling with a woman that worked with him at Walmart at the supervision center, but according to Margarita is Vanessa's mother, so this would be Jake's ex-mother-in-law. She had said that Vanessa used to work at the vision center at Walmart, so I'm kind of wondering if this is the same person but people are just confusing him. And people have said that this fling resulted in a son, and Jake also abused this child, but we don't know. It is also reported that Jake was separated from his parents growing up due to drugs and violence. Jake's mother left Jake and his siblings with his grandfather, who was mentally ill and unfit to care for them. And at the age of 13, Jake and his siblings were adopted by an adoptive family. People are speculating that Hector passed away due to overdose or unaliving. This family has a weird cycle of claiming work comp claims. It is reported that his stepfather also claimed one work comp claim. His stepfather also owns the property they're living in, and he owns a rebar business. Now, I dug deeper into Rebecca to see when she moved into the Cabazon home, and according to this website, which is public information, she did not move in or list her address as the Cabazon home until August of 2022. People are saying, I'm only saying this because people are saying she was in the house at the time when Hector passed, and there are people saying that she wasn't in the home, but according to this website, she didn't list it. At least she didn't list it as her address till 2022, so take it for what you will. Now, to his sister Sylvia, like, why are you protecting a child abuser? Like, there's no way she wasn't aware of any of this. Okay, I don't believe it. And plus, it is said that there's a transcript out there where Jake tells either the investigator or the police. He tells one of them because they found during his case with the 10-week-old, they found his tablet and it had said that Jake searched how to feed a baby that has broken ribs, and Jake claimed that that was his sister Sylvia that searched that on his tablet. So what do you guys think? Do you believe him? Because I don't. But she must know something, right? Now about Rebecca. Rebecca was adopted by Mary Bushausen. Mary Bushausen is her adopted mother. She calls her mom, but this is actually her grandmother. She also has a brother named James Bushausen. They are not blood related. He was adopted by Mary. He is serving 50 years to life in prison for ex-girlfriend Jaylyn. She also has other siblings, but I'm just not going to mention them due to privacy reasons. Rebecca also filed a protection order against Mary in 2005, and this is because they had a fight. This is because Mary did not like Jake, and Mary warned Rebecca about Jake, and she did not like Jake, so that ended up them not talking, and she did not enter the picture until March of 2025. Mary was also questioned by the police, and she took the lie detector test, and she was cleared. She did not have any involvement with baby Emmanuel's disappearance. You gotta kind of wonder, like, who actually knows what happened? You know what I mean? Like, for Sylvia specifically, like, I feel like there's no way Sylvia doesn't know anything because she lives right next door to the Haros. And, like, wouldn't you go see your nephews at least once a week or something? I mean, they do have children. They both have children. Doesn't the kids play together? Because when I was young, I played with my cousins all the time, so, and they're right next door, so there's no way Sylvia didn't see anything. There's no way. Like, there's a picture of baby Emmanuel with, like, a mark on his left brow. Like, how do you not question that? But then again, she probably did know about the 10-week-old baby, so I feel like she would be the one to sweep it under the rug. I mean, I just don't understand how you could fail your own nephews. Rebecca had 2 previous marriages before Jake, one with a man named Danny and another with a man that doesn't want to be named, so I'm not going to name him. This second ex-husband said that they were dating for 15 years and they were married for 11 years. Rebecca filed a DV with children against this person, and he also filed the same thing, and he was granted full custody. This guy said that Rebecca had not seen the girls, for 11 years. She had not talked to them for 11 years. She then had 2 children with Jake. The 2-year-old is now with CPS, and baby Emmanuel, who they reported missing on August 14th, who investigators believe now deceased. She also said on a secret recording with the TikToker that they have a 16-year-old. When she was talking about Jake, she had said that he is good with the baby and the 16-year-old, so I'm not sure which 16-year-old she's talking about. I assume it's gonna be on her side. Maybe she had one with the first man named Danny, but who knows. I'm gonna read you guys the article. It's by the US Sun. It's called "Mother's Ex-Husband Speaks Out." In the days following little Emmanuel's disappearance, troubling details have emerged about Jake's criminal records, as well as Haro's life as a mother of 5 other children. Haro's ex-husband, who asked not to be named, told the U.S. Sun he did not know his ex-wife remarried or had another son. The man said that he and Haro had been separated for years following an 11-year marriage. Quote, "Our relationship was normal, your normal relationship. We were married for 11 years and dated for about 15 years. End quote. The ex-husband told the U.S. Sun, quote, "We got 2 daughters. They're grown. They're over 18 already. I don't know anything about her new husband, only what I've read on the news. I haven't talked to her in years. I didn't even know she had a son until the news came out." End quote. The man wished for a positive outcome in the search for Haro's son, adding, quote, when a kid goes missing, it's pretty shocking. You never wish that on a baby. Then you find out that it goes missing like that out of nowhere. I don't know. It's heartbreaking. I don't know what to think about that. Only she knows the truth. I hope they, as in the police, find the baby. I think that's what everybody wants out of this." End quote. So he spoke out, and Rebecca hasn't seen her 2 daughters for 11 years, apparently. It's also reported that when the investigators went into the house, it almost seemed like baby Emmanuel did not even exist in there. Like, they didn't have pictures, they didn't have baby clothes, they didn't have baby items. And there's stories out there where people have said that Rebecca had donated clothes and did this and did that, but we don't really know. I mean, unless the investigators and the district attorney comes out with all that news when they present the evidence in the case, that's when, everything will come out. And I've always said the truth always comes out. No matter how well you hide it, the truth will always come out. I also wanted to add, people believe that baby Emmanuel might have ended up in the landfill near the property. I believe they can find him. I mean, if you guys haven't heard of baby Quentin's case, he was, and I apologize, I'm sick, so I'm sorry throughout this video I'm sick, but baby Quentin was unalived by his mother, and he ended up in the landfill, and investigators kept searching. They did an extensive search in the landfill, and they ended up finding pieces of his remains. Okay, as sad as that sounds, like, that story broke my heart, like, really. But I feel like they will be able to find baby Emmanuel if the investigators are actually looking. I haven't heard of anybody seeing anything, or there hasn't been any reports. They said that they had an idea where baby Emmanuel's remains are, but that was like more than a month ago, and I haven't heard any updates about actually locating his body. But I believe it's possible. I've seen it in the Quentin case. It was covered by Grizzly True Crime. She is amazing, by the way. She does amazing work. Check her out if you don't know about her. But yeah, I hope they find baby Emmanuel soon. He needs to be laid to rest. I mean, seriously, the least these monsters could do is let his remains be found so he could be laid to rest. He deserves to be laid to rest. I mean, no child ever deserves what happened to him, like, ever. yeah. Anyways, thank you guys. If you guys like this video, like it, subscribe, share it. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Also, guys, if you would like to sign the petition to change the law for baby Emmanuel to stop children from going back to their abusers, I always link it in the description below.